Oh, hey Dale.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you? You got a nice view today.
Yeah, it's beautiful out.
It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm looking at 90-degree weather next week.
Oh, that should be fun to run in.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. Who else? Alex is gonna come running that weather too. Are you
What
excited?
was that about? What am I running?
Are you excited for the heat next week?
Okay, yes and no. So like I was like, 89, like I'm used to that. I grew up with that. And then it dawned on me what I'm going to be doing in 89-degree weather, but here it's been so chaotic. Like it went from the 50s to 30s to 60s to 20s, and
50.
today it's like 70 degrees.
Oh my God.
So I'm excited for it because it's gonna be pretty even, but then it kind of dawned on me that it's gonna be humid as hell. And I have curly hair, so that's gonna be a whole mess the whole time.
I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be okay. What you just felt like wearing ears to the call today?
Oh, no, I bought these for the race and then they arrived today and I forgot I put them on.
Hey, I literally just ordered all my race stuff like 4 hours ago.
I have one arriving the day before we leave, so I hope it gets here on time. I have two options for the 10K. So one is like Hades with the ears and a shirt, and that's the shirt that arrives on the first. And then another one is a regular like Megara themed tank top because I had ordered like the stuff for the costume and then I got a message that it was going to be delayed, so it would arrive after we left. So I
Right after
canceled
you
it.
left.
Yeah, so I canceled it because it at that point it didn't matter. I wouldn't use it.
I had to reach out to an Etsy guy and see if he could make some magic happen and get me something shipped out tomorrow. And he's like, "Yeah, I got this. It's one
I'm
last
more
I
excited
needed for the 5K."
because my medal holder arrived. So I'm gonna put all my Disney medals up.
You got to hang that.
Yeah, I do.
I right behind me. There's about 6 drawers full of medals that I've said I need to hang. I need to hang, and they just keep getting full. Anybody else in that boat? Stacy, looks like you hung yours.
Nope, I hang mine all the time.
I have my unofficial, like anything that's not Disney, I do have a smaller one that I've been using for those. And then the Disney one, my mom got me for my birthday. So like specifically because like I just wanted my Disney medals to have their own little thing.
Mhm.
I get that. I support it. I need to definitely hang all of mine one of these days. I'll do it in the garage because, somebody's very particular about the way everything's decorated. She handles decorations because I'm messy. I'm messy. So what's everybody going through this week? What's the struggles? What's the wins? What's the challenges? Otherwise, I'm just gonna dive into part two of that nutrient thing, even though I didn't finish, the Canva or the PowerPoint on it. I'll just walk you through my Canva version, and then you just gotta listen to me
I have,
talk.
I can run in 2 weeks.
You can
I have
run in
two
two
more
weeks?
weeks. Yeah, 2 more weeks of no running, and I got off my 45-pound cast, and now I just have
Oh,
this
how's
thing.
that feeling?
It's better. I still can't really do anything with it, and then also I found out I can't lift for like 4 months.
No
So
way. Really?
yeah, so I don't really.
We're
I'll
gonna
send you a picture of my X-ray. It's insane. So anyway,
I was
yay.
I was lifting. I mean,
Well, I have hardware in there,
yeah, you
so
got hardware. Well, I mean,
that's
I
why.
had a pin.
This is like a This is a plate with 7 screws in it.
Oh, okay.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you listen to the doctor. I'm just saying, like, that seems like a lot.
It's
Don't
a
listen to the man, pay attention to the doctor.
That's what I just said. Pay attention to the doctor. But they might tell you in like 2 months, like, I wouldn't freak out. And there's stuff we can do.
At first he said I couldn't run for 6 weeks or like the whole time this before this was healed. And now I went to an appointment yesterday and he took the stitches out and everything. And I was like, so when can I run? And then he was like, can you just give me 4 weeks? Like, give me 2 more weeks. And I was like, okay, fine.
You're over it, aren't you?
I'm totally over it. I'm going a little crazy. I'm going stir crazy.
What if I just like destroy your legs? We'll just do
Yes,
leg work.
just do it. Destroy my legs,
Like I
please.
might have to just you have machines too, so you have access to leg
Nice.
machines. So there's a
Yeah,
lot you can do as long as
please. I need something. I'm going crazy.
the only
Please
tricky part is like
appreciate everyone who's able to exercise normally. Appreciate it. It is not fun not to be able to do what you want to do. It's
it's
frustrating.
torture. I
Yeah.
wish I had photos. They have to be lying around somewhere. But when I tore my bicep and went through, it was like 3 to 4 months before I even was able to get surgery. Just, healthcare system. And they got me in there eventually. And they were like, yeah, 6 months, no anything. And I'm like, well, I didn't I didn't tear anything on my leg. I teared my left bicep. And for like 2 weeks, I just did legs every other day. Leg press, leg extension, leg curl, variations. Eventually, I got to the point where I was like, oh, I can use the squat machine, like the machine squat, just holding it with one side and unlocking it. Unless the machine had a left side unlocked, then I'd be screwed. But I was able to find some machines that I was like, okay, I can make this work. And then after a month, I started going crazy again. I was like, I'm just gonna start working on my left side again. I was so lopsided. We did a little bit on your left side. I don't want you to get lopsided though. You don't want to be lopsided?
No, not really. I haven't like gone up on weights or anything because I definitely this arm is like just it's like a atrophied or whatever. It's non-existent, the muscle.
One of my
I'm at it is 1 month now since I've lifted it, or more than that, I guess. Really, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a lot. It's been since marathon weekend, so that's
What the heck happened?
oh, tell me.
during the marathon. I fell. I like got bumped into like by accident by somebody, and I fell and like fell on my outstretched hand, and I
Ooh.
fractured two bones in I fractured my scaphoid and my lunate bone, and then my proximal radius, like so my elbow, I also fractured, but I tore my TFCC ligament. So they had to go in and they did a ulnar shortening procedure, so and then fix my TFCC. So the ulnar shortening is the reason why I just sent you a picture of the
I'm,
x-ray.
I'm looking at it. If you see my
Yeah.
facial reactions right now,
It doesn't, anyway, so whatever. It's been a long, annoying process to figure out what was wrong. But I was running up until,
my boo-boo.
yeah, I was
Oh,
able to run because I had a cast on, but I was able to run. And but then after the surgery, I couldn't run anymore. So
oh, that's torture.
Yikes.
That's torture. I'm happy for you that they put the scar at the bottom. It's all hidden because yeah, mine left a nasty little. I got a nice little line there. I got a couple of them across the chest for various things. But yeah, you don't want that. That's a long one. But it's in the rear view mirror. You'll be running in 2 weeks. Are you just gonna go full bore on the run?
well, I asked him, I have a half in May that I was supposed to run a half this weekend, but he was like, no. And then I have a half at May 17th, and I was like, can I run that? And he was like, it's a half. And I was like, yeah, it's just a half. And he was like, that's fine. He's like, but how are you going to train? I was like, I'll be fine. Just tell me I can run, and then I'll
Yeah, I
be
mean,
fine.
you're not gonna go in expecting a PR. You're not.
No, I just want to be able to run it. So
Yeah,
it'll
you'll
be fine.
you'll be fine. We're just gonna get your legs super strong for the next 4 months. 4 months. That's what it was
I
like.
don't know. He changed his mind about running, so maybe he'll change his mind about this. We'll see.
They'll probably play cautious until they look at it, reassess, look at it, reassess. Now, I had a buddy of mine that recently he tore his pec, one of my gym buddies, Dale's like making yeah, I see your face, Dale. Yeah, he showed me and it was just like purple, and he's just as diehard as I am, and just watching the torture. And he's a big guy, like not huge, but like big guy. So you could see his left arm just got like so tiny, and it's torturous when there's something you want to do, and like God, I would heal. That'd be my superpower if I could just heal overnight with anything. Just fast healing. When did you, what point in the race was it again?
It was in Animal Kingdom, like I think it was around like somewhere
13.
around mile 17, 18. I don't know.
Was that
But I
painful
think
running the rest?
what?
Was it painful running the rest?
I think I kind of like disassociated or something. I don't know what happened. I did stop at a medical tent and get Tylenol, but I didn't want to not finish, so I just kept going. I was just like, it was painful, but it wasn't like it didn't start hurting until after I stopped running. As much as it did, it didn't hurt as much until after I stopped running.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay for adrenaline. Jen is tired. Why are we tired? Exhaustion. She might just be chat
Oh.
mode.
Just everything.
Just
Just
everything.
work, workouts. Work's been really intense this week, just with the workload that I deal with.
And you're still getting
And
workouts
just
done.
what?
You're still getting workouts done.
Always. It has to get
Always.
done. It has to get done.
Non-negotiable.
Just trying to keep it together, like listening to the call and doing homework with my little one. So
All right, then I'll keep you quick. What are you running next week?
the 10 miler.
The 10 miler? Your
Yeah.
psycho husband asked me to join his pace group, and then he told me he's doing 120, so I ghosted him.
He was surprised himself that he had to do that pace group. So he's been training for it.
I don't think he needs to train for that, but dude, I'm not hopping in the 120 group. You can tell him that right now.
Will do. I won't be there either. That's
Clear.
kind of, I wave to him and then I see him after the race.
Mhm. He's probably already showered and changed by the time I get there.
Yeah. Right.
Must be nice.
Right.
Must be nice. Anyone else got anything for me? If not, I'm going to jump into part 2 of that nutrient guide, even though I didn't make the slideshow, but I do have the slides because I put it in
I'm waiting.
first.
I'm waiting to be scheduled for an MRI now. And now I have to find a new ortho doc
Why?
because he's going with a different group that hospital, I should say, that won't take our insurance. So great effing timing.
Well, look, I mean, you've been dealing with this for a while, so maybe a new doc and new perspective might help.
I saw him once.
You only saw him once? Yeah, that's
Saw him once and saw the PA yesterday, and I guess I'll get the MRI results whenever I get that scheduled and done, and
just go.
flip a coin and see that. Unfortunately, in our area, the majority of my health system is on the coast, Tampa side. I really don't want to have to drive to Tampa, but that might be my only option now.
Yeah, because you're in the middle.
So I don't pay an arm and a leg
You're in the middle
or a knee.
of it, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah,
Not great area for all that. All the hospitals are scooping up all these clinics and stuff, which is making our life a little annoying if you need any specialists.
Come to Orlando. And you at least can go to Disney while you're here.
Well, I can go to Busch Gardens if I go to Tampa.
See? Logic.
So either way, I'm covered.
It's logic. So that's when I tore my bicep. They were like, which orthopedic office do you want? And I'm a Jason's Deli whore. Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm.
Before COVID, they had an all-you-can-eat salad bar. So I would just keep going up and taking like eggs and eggs and eggs and keep refilling and going crazy. I was like, I love going to the PT. This is great. They were tuning me up after, and yeah, that's why I picked that location. You got to plan things right.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what they're going to tell you. So you'll get the MRI and then find out the fun stuff.
And go from there, I guess. I don't know.
You've been dealing with it for a while. I would tell that guy, like, let's go aggressive. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just want it gone. You want to give me the bionic knee? Put it in. Just tell them to do it. No, they can't.
Well, I mean, it's also not cheap.
It's not. Let's
So
hope I
we'll
treat the
see.
bionic knee.
Information first and then treatment plan after.
Insurance makes things fun here too.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm not in Canada anymore. I have to think about that stuff.
Jenny's got a great doc in Maryland if you want to go there.
Oh, yeah.
I might have told you how I picked my guy. He looked like a Ken doll, and I was like, I want that one.
I got recommendations from coworkers who had worked with him, so that's why I went with him.
The current one or the
Hmm.
all
The one
right.
that's now leaving,
Oh, the one who's leaving. Yes,
the
that's
one
what
who's leaving. Yeah, I don't have another one yet, so get the MRI done first and worry about it after.
worry about it after. He'll probably send you
Yep.
for something else, even though you won't need it.
Yeah.
Simple fun. Keep me updated. I'm curious. What else are you doing to stay moving in the right direction?
Um, I'm still doing the my workouts. I went just actually came back from a walk. Although I did have to cut back on my speed today because my knee was acting up.
Weird.
Um, yeah, it comes and goes. On Tuesday, it was a little not comfortable when I did my little 15-second run segments. So I still did them regardless. I'm like, I don't care. We'll see how it goes. And then today, it's not crazy, but it was just I could feel it at the top of my kneecap too. Like, oh man.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Oh man. Hmm. Hmm.
I'm still skipping lunges though.
Well, why are we skipping lunches?
Lunge.
Lunch. I thought you said skipping lunches, and I'm like, that
Oh
doesn't make
no, I never
sense.
skip
Like,
lunch.
I thought it was because I dogged you about Panda Express. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it's because I was trashing your panda.
Mm-mm. I like the
Mm-mm.
little panda.
Yeah, it's damn good, but it's not the best option
No, I know.
on the fast food spectrum. I'm sure if Matt was here, Matt could give us a lesson in Panda Express. Little Matt. Let's see. I'm gonna look at your stuff. Boom, boom. You're steady. More steps. More steps. You need to pull a season and be on this call walking.
I just came back from a walk outside.
Maybe you didn't read them all because you only got 3,600 today.
Oh, maybe. No. I
36.
just did 42-minute walk.
So it probably just didn't sync to my end yet.
Yeah, I have 12,187 right now.
12,187. I'll take that.
Hmm.
What should we do for April? Should it be a step challenge since Jenny can start running and I'm hassling Krista about walking?
Yeah, sure.
It's easy enough to track.
Hmm.
You're gonna make you a fun tracker. I'm gonna need screenshots because I don't know. Alex be lying about her steps.
Why are we picking on me again? What is going on?
If I screen shared your window number one,
I feel like it's time to attack Angela, who's apparently no longer on this call. But
because you jump on here at 6:20 always, and I get the notification on my watch, and I'm like, shit, I'm late. I'm like,
because
come
I get the
inside.
message and then I do other stuff, so I just usually just like hit to go on and then just walk away.
Here, you call.
Otherwise, I'll forget. But I was gonna ask about the steps. But you kind of went into it with the screenshots because I don't know how to like. I have a Samsung watch and no Garmin, so and no
It doesn't
Fitbit,
tie
so
in.
it won't sync with the app to show it.
All right. So just got to get somewhere. I got to come up with somewhere where I can, like a way to just share them all. So that way, like, all right, you get points if you share your steps out there. That way I can say, okay, Alex posted her step picture, even if it's like you're out getting a walk and it's like, got it. What should be the mark? You think 10,000 is 10,000 attainable? Or is that overwhelming? Sue says overwhelming. Sue's quiet over there. She's like, I didn't say anything.
I get like 3,000 a day. Like I sit all day. So like getting 10,000 steps. I've done those you know like how they have the diet bets, they have the step ones too. And it literally just gave me anxiety trying to get the 10,000 steps in every day because I was on the treadmill forever when I got home just trying to get my steps in because I have an office job. So I try to walk as much as I can to the printer, but it doesn't always get me my steps.
3,000.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
man.
right now, I mean I'm gonna go on the treadmill after our call, but I'm at 31:59.
How far are you gonna go on the treadmill?
Probably about 3.
3.
But like if I do weights, I don't normally go on the treadmill. So, especially now, I mean, I don't work the second job anymore, but now I'm packing. My second job is packing up my life.
You ready for that?
Oh,
Well,
my husband's like, I'm coming home this weekend. I'm gonna take pictures of the house. You know, we have to make sure it's show ready. I go, have you looked at our house? Like, there's still a lot of crap everywhere, so should be
when was the last
interesting.
time he was home?
Two weekends ago.
So
It hasn't changed much.
yeah. He expected you to do all this.
I don't know. I have no idea. Now I'm starting to little by little. Like I'll go work out and then I'll work on something, but it's still not going to be show ready this weekend. I love him, but those are very high hopes.
You're gonna need some help. It's not gonna be ready. It's not gonna be ready.
No,
You'll get a lot of steps doing that.
yeah. And he's ready. Like he wants us up like on the market before we go leave for springtime. And I'm like, man, it's not happening. But love you. A for effort.
It's not happening before you leave for springtime.
No, it's not.
Physical
You
pop.
know that. I know that. He hasn't gotten the memo yet, but it's cool.
The good news is for you that you're doing a 3 mile run. The
Yeah.
lovely Google machine says on average it takes roughly 2,000 steps to walk a mile. So let's hope even if your stride's a little longer while you're running versus walking, let's hope you still land with 5,000 since you're doing 3 miles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I will tonight. I just a typical, bless you,
Thank you.
typical like I don't always get those every day. Like I said, my day is it's 3,000 right now. So I'll try. Listen, I will put the effort in. It's a month,
You need
but
to increase that step count somehow from 3,000 on the regular.
Yeah.
That's I like sometimes I know my day is gonna get out of control. I'm like, how can I get more steps in the morning? I must look crazy in the gym because I'll like finish a set, I'll throw my towel down and I'll do a 1 minute lap around. Like I'll just walk to one side of the room, walk back. And it's also to not pull out my phone because I know if I pull my phone out, I end up taking like 2 to 3 minutes of rest. And I'll just like la di da. I'm just gonna just keep moving around. Just keep moving around. And it's my cue if my headphones start to cut out that I've gotten too far. I'm confident in leaving my phone and nobody's gonna steal it. So my wife yells at me. She's like, "You just leave your phone there and you just go trips around. Why do you do that?" No, nobody's stealing my phone. I'm gonna track it. It beeps if it goes too far away. Do you take phone calls at work a lot? Could you walk during phone calls?
I don't know.
'Cause you're in the
No,
office.
I can't because while we're talking about our healthcare system, I do medical billing. So, you know, when somebody when a parent calls to complain about their bill, I have to look at the computer and see exactly what's going on. So,
Walking during your lunch break?
I could.
I don't take a
That I
lunch
could.
break.
That I could. I get 30 minutes. So, sometimes that you just need 30 minutes to sit down and breathe, but we're very understaffed at my job, so it's been a little crazy, but
So you better. Well, you're gonna be leaving there.
I am, but they don't know that.
Oh, they don't know yet?
They don't know, no, because I'm probably not going to be out of here till like May or June. So I'm not letting them know until I will give them my 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will get 2 weeks notice. So
I just hired a bunch of people for the morning gig, and I had one guy go, "I'm ready to start. I'll give them 1 week notice if you want, or I just don't even say anything." And I was like, "Don't say that during the interview. Don't say that during the interview." Like, tremendous red flag. That's my fun story of the day. Park your car further. It's cold though, so you got to deal with that. That's My wife's like, you get to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. Why is your car always in the furthest freaking spot? I'm like, I think I get my steps in. Trying to think of what else I do. Like,
I go to the furthest bathroom from my office.
that's a good one.
not all the bathrooms on every floor are open. So on the 6th level, the FBI, and their bathroom is locked, and then ATF is on the fourth floor and their bathroom is locked. Yeah. I mean,
Nope.
bonus, there's a lot of hot FBI agents that walk in and out of my building, just saying. And they get to work out. Oh my God, I need this gig. They get an hour to work out every day while they're like their 9 to 5 job. They
They
get
do
an hour
that.
to work out.
They do that to all the cops, and I'm so mad.
Like, I need that job just for the fact that if I could work out during the day during office hours, dude, I would be at goal weight right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
but I will take the hot FBI agent since I can't work out for an hour. It's fine.
I work with a gentleman in South Florida who he's got the same setup. He's a police officer, so yeah, they all get that. He goes, "No, I'm required to like spend an hour in the gym a day. It's like part of my gig." And I won't ever like go politics on this one, but his county is where Mar-a-Lago is located. So his job has become an absolute nightmare where he just gets a phone call and says, "Okay, somebody wants to go golfing. We have to shut down I-95. All the motorcycle cops, you're on duty now." Or Air Force One's coming in. Everybody drop what you're doing. And he's like, "My workout schedule is just getting so screwed just based on golf and Mar-a-Lago trips and all these things." It's
I
like,
used to work. I used to work at the West Palm PD
so I knew about that.
before I moved here, and it's I think it may be the same then for like all officers because here it's the same. Um, and we had a lot of them complain about that too because they were like support or whatever. Um, but yeah, they do get like that hour.
I mean, look, you rarely see an out of shape firefighter because they
I
got
know. I know when they're working out too, because since I'm on the floor below them, I hear them dropping weights. They're always dropping weights all the
Take a
time.
walk down their hallway.
I
Like, just
want to. I
lap their
totally want
hallway.
to. I just want to ask if somebody needs a spot. I don't think I could help any of them, but just to go up there and just watch
And-
these guys work out would be amazing.
or meet the FBI.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I would disagree about the firefighter statement you just made though, because I used to work medical transport and
Really?
there are many out of shape
There's a lot.
firefighters.
It's
Yeah.
like, the
Maybe just in Maryland, but maybe it's
a lot
different.
of the firefighters I know here are in good shape, and they're
Especially volunteers, like if they volunteer versus like being like employment, like actual employment.
could be.
I don't know. Maybe the guys I worked with were like employed, but like I said, it could just be this area. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say the guys that I worked with were nothing to write home about, and I was like,
No, that too, but
we're going down a rabbit hole talking about hot firefighters. But yeah, like I got a buddy of mine. He's a firefighter. And he's like, I come to the gym because I like going to the gym, but when I'm on duty, it's not always a fire. Like I'm not always jumping in. Like, we got to be ready to go, but most of us are just working out or sleeping there. Working out or sleeping. Christy, you're still having trouble with MyFitnessPal? Anybody else having trouble with that? Crazy.
Yeah, me too.
You are too?
And like
I don't
it's
use it.
off, but then it doesn't update regularly. So like
Yeah,
some-
like it used to.
yeah, it just shows that I had like 400 calories in a day, or sometimes none of them go on, or other times it like, and it's MyFitnessPal will like log my food twice, and I won't realize it, so it looks like I'm eating more than I am. So over the last like 2 weeks, I'm being conscientious about it, but I'm not logging it because it was more work to keep it straight than to just make the food and eat it.
I can switch it to an internal database here, but this database does not have as much stuff in it as MyFitnessPal has been around since I started working out, like way, way, way back. And like since I remember before apps, like I had to go home and enter my meals on the computer. MyFitnessPal been around that long, and the library is just so big from people, like Wikipedia, people just entering and adding things. So that's why I'm like apprehensive to switch it over to the internal one. It's just not as robust. It's not as robust, but I want to see if I want to figure that out because that triggers me. It says you're all connected.
I've gone in a couple times this week and just manually synced it. But
Yeah,
at
I've
one,
been doing that a lot.
I don't know if it happened for anybody else, but when I went into that section, I actually had to turn even, and it was syncing no problem. But when I went into that section, it said that I had to turn on syncing. So I don't know if the MyFitnessPal did an update and they changed something and it took it off. I don't know.
I'm looking at Krista's. Yours, you had four things today, right?
Nope.
Four meals?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I just updated it. I just had to manually update
You
it though.
manually updated. Okay, so then
Yeah, I had
going
to.
through it.
Mhm.
Because if I see it on my end, then that'd be one thing. Sugar-free Reese's cups. You need to chill because I have a Reese's problem.
They're only the small little tiny ones, and I only have one a day.
I had one sitting right in front of me, just all day, a Reese's egg sitting right in front of me. I use Chrono a little bit, Jenny, just a little bit because it doesn't tie in with here.
I still use that.
You like Chrono?
I do. You get more options for the free version, like scanning your food, scanning labels, I mean, which is helpful.
I have a few people on it. I'm apprehensive of messing with it, like having too many, because it's jarring for like, hey, everybody, we're gonna switch over type of deal.
It is quite of a learning curve.
It is a very big learning curve. It took me a while, and then I was like, I kind of like this. I play with them all. I play with them all. Let me look. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I'll go more on Chrono. We'll see. I'll try the internal one too. Let's see. I'm toying with things now. Don't let me go down. I vote no change yet. No change yet. Some, yeah, some people are tied to MyFitness. If you've been using MyFitnessPal for years, like you get tied to it, hooked on it. That's kind of where my brain is. I'm like, I track everything in there. Most of my meals and even like my pre-workout or post-workout drinks, I just have saved and ready to go. I don't like to, I'm a creature of habit. Creature of habit. What else we got going? I'm not gonna go into like my vitamins and mineral stuff now tonight. But what else we got going on this week? We got who else is flying? Sue's coming down for springtime. You feel ready, Sue?
Absolutely not.
What does that mean? Well, outside the packing and having to get your life together.
Well, that's why, like the last several weeks, like I had my teeth pulled, which I every time I bent over, I felt like my head was exploding. So between that and work and packing and all that, running just became non-existent. So I'll get through it, but I'm nowhere near trained
You'll be fine.
for it. I'll be fine, you know. So
You're gonna be fine.
yeah, we'll
What
get
are
there.
you looking for? What kind of pace?
Um, the
Finish?
pace to get me to the finish. Like I'm just gonna take, the 5K and the 10K easy, run a little, walk a lot, and then my friends and I decided on a 45-30 pace for the 10 miler. So we'll see how that goes. I'm running with somebody who has not run since springtime of last year. So that should be interesting. Yes, Jenny, that is the look I have as well every time I think about it. Absolutely. So this should be fun. I will totally dump her ass so I can get the challenge medal. Not gonna lie. She's only running the 10 miler. I'm doing all three. I will not let her stop me from getting that fourth medal. So, and I've done springtime, if you whatever you want, perfect if you want to call it. I mean, this is what year 4. So like, yeah, I'm not messing with that. I will dump her. I love her. I will dump her.
That was the boat I was in on Dopey, but like, and I told everybody, I'm like, it's not my first rodeo. Y'all need to just take it easy. Days 1, 2, and 3, like it does. We got a marathon on day 4, like the 22.3 mile. Wait, 22.3 miles before that, 22.4, not that big of a deal. Like, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about y'all surviving the 26.2 because 3 of you have not done a marathon before. And of course, they went out and they beat the crap out of themselves on the half and on the 10K. And then my buddy's wife, she was crying the whole time, and I'm like, I am leaving her if I have to. I will leave you. I'm not risking that. I don't want to be on that bus. I would be embarrassed because I know a lot of y'all. Like Alex sees me coming in, they pull me off the bus. Alex, you would look at me like, what the hell happened to this guy? Yeah, there would be a lot. Stacy, you would judge the shit out of me. You could say it. Like if I got injured and something happened, then I'd be like, all right, it happens. But other than that, no, 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 no. I'm not getting swept for somebody else. You guys scan? Does anybody use MyFitnessPal Pro? Sue does. So there's a fun fact. So you all probably complain when you can't scan your food in, right? Go into your settings and try changing your location to the United Kingdom and use the zip code 000050. 5 zeros. That kind of hacks around it because they don't charge for that feature in the UK. I don't know if it still works, but it worked back in the day. And yeah, it should work and you should get full access there. What are you drinking, Debbie?
Coffee.
Coffee? So what time is it there?
It's not strong coffee. I'm on Eastern time.
Yeah, you're where I am.
Mhm.
Time. I can't drink coffee at 7 o'clock. You gonna be able to fall asleep and do a 5 a.m. workout?
No, it's not that kind of coffee. No, I have a 10K coming up on Saturday. I get to sleep in the morning and rest up.
You have a 10K on Saturday, so you get to sleep in.
Tomorrow morning I get to sleep in.
All right.
Yeah.
What time is 10K?
10K on Saturday is at 9. I'm very excited. This is for proof of time for Wine and Dine.
And you're going for A.
Yes, I went today and drove the course. It's in a town not too far from me. It's a small race. Like they usually have about 100 people. It's a local race.
All right. So no, you're not wading through crowds, not dealing with any of the chaos.
No, like packet pickup starts at 7 and runs until 9. Like we get to leave the house at 7:15 and just show up, and it's small town, and yay.
Isn't that great?
Yay.
That's the one thing I'm like, I didn't realize. I thought just every race started at 5 o'clock in the morning like Disney does. And then I started doing locals and I'm like, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I love that.
But I'm a little nervous, but I'm looking forward to it.
Why are you nervous?
Because I haven't that time hanging over my head trying to hit it. It's like a goal. Like if you're not really shooting for the fast time, then you're just out having fun. But otherwise, it's like, gotta go.
You just got to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to keep moving. I was just telling, we got, some pace group people in the house. I got somebody who is freaking out about Dopey 2026 because she got herself registered and then she was like, what the F did I just get myself into? And I was like, just start near a faster pace group and like use them to like, just try to keep up. Just try to keep up. And as long as you don't fall behind, listen, just each one to pass you. You start with the 90-minute,
So the funny thing about this race, my 21-year-old son, it's a 5K and a 10K, and it's a one loop for the 5K, 2 loops for the 10K. So Kirby runs about a 24-minute-ish 5K. So my husband is like, just keep him, he's 6'5". He's like, just keep him in your sights and either keep ahead of him or with him and let him be your rabbit and just follow him. I'm like, works for me.
That's exactly what I mean. I wanted under 215 for the half that I did in January or after Princess. And my friend and my wife, let's start with the 215 pace group and stay with them. I'm like, no. It sounded like, they didn't break up at all. They started right near each other and they just shifted their pace. I ran with that 210 group as long as I could and then was like, all right. It was probably not the smartest thing to do a week after Princess, but I hung with them. I need to do more non-Disney races because I'm like, I like working on the speed. I'm not working on the speed at Disney.
Mm-mm.
That's just not, it's not happening. It's not happening. Uh-oh. Alex is going to have to walk us through the UK cheat code.
Yeah.
Take them through, Alex.
I mean, I just did that. I went to my settings, and under edit profile, change the location to United Kingdom. I had it set to Canada for some reason, so maybe, everybody try it out. But change it to United Kingdom and then just did what I remember you said the zip code was. So it's
000.
5 zeros and then a 5 and then another 0.
Oh, there's a 5? Good thing you're
Yeah, I just typed in, that's what I typed in. I might have also mistyped. So again, I was set to Canada. Keep this in mind. But you could just type it all zeros. I just typed in at random, like I counted, and that's what I have typed in. But when I went back to try to like add food and click and like tapped on the barcode scanner part, it asked me for permission to use my camera. And then when I said yes, it just
Oh,
went to it. So
mine worked too.
Look at that. Now you don't have to pay for the premium. And
Now I'll use it.
Sue can cancel her premium. Sue cancel the premium and then yeah, just switch it over.
Yeah, because it's not cheap. I've used other programs that are cheaper than
What do they
my
charge?
fitness stuff. It's $20 a month.
I
I
didn't
think you can do it for the year though, also. Like $80 for the year.
They didn't offer that to me. Jerks.
They will if you cancel.
Yeah, probably. But now I'll get it for free, so why?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter now.
They do that, these apps. Come on back. Come on back. What else we got today? Somebody give me something good to work them through.
I have a question about the creatine.
Yes.
Okay. A couple questions. One, do I take it after just weight training or do I take it after weight training and running?
I would take it daily regardless.
Daily regard. Okay. And the instructions on the container, the one instruction is like take it 4 times a day.
What,
I
which
got the one
bottle?
you
Which one?
recommended.
You got the one I recommended? I'm about to go
Yeah.
grab the bottle. It says 4 times a day.
I'm pretty sure it did. I did one the other day after I ran. I only did like 1 scoop, which they were torturing me because the scoop was all the way at the bottom of the container.
It's
I was
so
like,
annoying.
cruel. So cruel.
I have to remind myself on all my things now, like don't don't throw out the scoop from the prior bottle. Use that to work my way to the new scooper.
Okay, so loading phase, day 1 through 5, mix 1 scoop with 6 to 10 ounces of water and take 4 times daily. Maintenance phase, day 6 forward, mix 1 scoop with 6 to 10 ounces of water and take once daily.
That's one of those things with creatine. And it used to be a lot more people saying that was the thing, and now there's a lot of others that are saying no, you don't have to load it. But the
So 1
first,
scoop a day?
yeah, a lot of places say, oh yeah, the first week take 20 grams to build it up into your system, and then one should do it from there. I think you're fine with the once a day.
But if you're not like working, like I'm not like doing a lot of like weightlifting really, so like I shouldn't take it, right? Like you should only be taking it if you're like, does it
No.
work? Is it helpful no matter what?
That's one of those ones where it extends. I mean, main benefits would it would help with muscle. It's going to help with exercise performance, going to increase your endurance and athletic performance, but there's a ton of research coming out now about brain health, neurological function, muscle cell energy production, all sorts of like new science. Like people are, yep, I'm taking 20 grams now because all this brain health that they're saying positive effect. It can also help with like muscle breakdown, which is that's probably what your body's dealing with a little bit because you're not working out as much at all. How to backpedal that one. You're not working out at all. But there's a ton of information that, yeah, I deserve that face. I would feel the same way. I would feel the same way. So there's a lot of, I mean, skin health. I could pull up some science on it, but There's a lot of fun stuff coming out around creatine. So that's when I would say take it regardless. I mean, but talking in the realm of here, exercise performance and all that fun stuff. Even like even just somebody who's running and not doing any sort of weightlifting, I would say just because it shows like positive endurance effects. So if you can increase endurance and stamina, like that's a freaking win. Healthline. I just was trying to Google for some more. May help with Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's reduced levels of dopamine. Where's creatine? Creatine has been linked to beneficial effects in mice with Parkinson's, preventing 90% of the typical drop in dopamine levels. So, like a lot of just fun science coming out about it. In mice with Huntington's disease, creatine restored the brain's phosphocreatine stores up to 72% of pre-disease levels, compared with only 26% with controlled mice. Poor mice. They're going to get jacked.
You should tell Mickey to take some.
Huh?
He's an old man. You should
Tell Mickey
tell
to take
Mickey to
some?
take some. He's an old man.
Oh my gosh. I got a guy that works for me. He's got dad jokes like that all day. I like it. Always puts a smile on my face. May lower blood sugar levels. All sorts of wins with that one. So how long ago did you start taking it? Last week? Because that's
No,
when
I only took it once so far when I ran on, what's today, Thursday, Tuesday. And then yesterday I didn't take it because then I read the directions and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. So I'll ask on Thursday.
I've had many a fun conversation about that one because it's something I do like when I'm on a journey. I'm like, you should do that. You should take that. And like, I don't want to put some outside stuff in my body. And then I look at their MyFitnessPal and I'm like, so you got a bottle of red wine this tonight. It was 2 cans of Coca-Cola. Like some people is crazy. Don't, you read too much into it. They get a little nuts. I don't want to take it. I won't make you take anything you don't want, but I do recommend that one to almost everybody. It's good stuff. Are you buying Brooks, by the way?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't like the rules.
That's where I was going with this.
Let me go try on some generic sneaker instead of the sneaker that I actually want to purchase. And then my husband didn't understand what he was like, I don't understand what the big deal about that is. And I'm like, well, if I went into a store and I wanted to buy a print skirt, but I can only try the black one on, how am I supposed to know what the print skirt looks like on me? Am I wrong?
So wait, there were rules that came out for the Brooks stuff? I guess I
It just
missed
came
that.
out today.
Yeah, it's not like New Balance used to be in the General Expo Center. They're selling it in the Run with the Run Disney merch. So, you go in and they haven't released and what these sneakers look like except for some girl apparently posted on her TikTok and then had to remove it. It was in the Rise and Run. Somebody took screenshots. Ryan Teets took screenshots of the Minnie Mouse one, which was adorable.
That's the last one I'm gonna want.
Yeah, well, I'm a size 12 in women's. Like when I wear Brooks, I wear size, I think 11s in men's. So I'm only buying guy sneakers because they don't make my sneaker in the women's. But I just, and now Expo is you can only do the virtual queue at 8:30 and 2. And then you're allowed what I think it was one, which I like this rule. It's one pair of, I think, each one per
Yeah.
person the first day.
One pair of each design.
Yeah.
So there's going to be multiple designs.
And you have to fill out a form.
See, Mommy.
That I also
You
don't
have to fill out
understand.
a form to buy shoes.
Yeah, that's what the instructions said today that they released.
I imagine they're
Where
going to have
was this
them.
that you found all that?
I was in I'll share the link. It was in my group chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Where's my group chat?
this is the first I've been online all day long. I had a crazy day
Are you
today.
coming out here for springtime?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know.
And I'm buying as many glycerin or ghosts that I'm allowed to buy.
Here it is.
Yeah. I saw it in the Rise and Run Facebook page. Somebody posted it.
So I like that part where you can only buy, one. Where is it?
Yeah, it's one. I think it's one per style. The
Trial
first
is,
day.
the
Which I
trial is
kinda-
not mandatory.
I like the one per style so that somebody doesn't go and buy all 100 of them right away, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's I think what they fear big time is like those resellers. They just come in. I wonder how they're gonna. Well, I guess you show your virtual queue. If you scan, they maybe don't let you back in because those ladies are savage. You ever see them with the 10 bags? Like they grab the bags and they're like coming out with all the merch.
Right,
10 times worse with the shoes.
right. Well, and that's how that dopey sweatshirt was this year too. That
And I know I didn't get that one.
I didn't either.
The ones I wanted, I couldn't get.
Yeah.
I got a nice button up though. So yeah, the trial is not mandatory. It is highly recommended if you are not familiar with Brooks running shoes, as shoe trial options are not available on the main floor. So they'll have a little setup somewhere to the side, I guess, that you can test out Brooks if you've never worn them before. I don't mind the form thing because I imagine they're not going to keep all that on the floor. They're going to probably just have a runner where she gets 10 forms, runs in the back, and then is like, Sue, Stacy, here's your shoes. She'll come back with a little cart. I might rope drop that. Let's get crazy.
Oh, those are cute.
I just wish they would have given
They
some
are.
kind of hint as to what the sneakers are going to be, but something tells me maybe for the first release, they're probably going to do like the more, I don't want to say generic, but like the more popular, like Mickey and Minnie and like those. That'd be my guess. I don't know.
For a second, I thought Tatiana was in my kitchen. It looks very similar. Look at that picture.
Well, and hopefully this is the start of all of them that they'll, if they only do a couple styles now and then they just keep adding on.
I'd imagine they keep adding on.
Yeah, I still have my Haunted Mansions from how many years ago because like I wear them very rarely because I just love them and I don't want them to wear out.
I have the Ariel ones.
I might grab those mini shoes. Those look nice.
They're ghost tubes. I want to try those.
Get your butt out here.
And me some too.
So
Size 9.
you're gonna ask me for pickups, and I'm gonna end up being like those ladies I was just talking about that go coming out with the bags. Somebody's gonna throw me on social media, and I'll get slammed.
It's only the first day. That's what it sounded like. It sounds like they're only doing one like one style per person the first day, and then after that, it's what it is.
So I wasn't going to make my husband go to Expo with me, but I think I am going to make him go to Expo if it's one.
Could be like the Hunger Games.
I wonder if they'll be like, well, you got to be. These are women's, and you're definitely not a. Imagine unless you have the same size feet.
They can't do that because
Just
like
wear
I
a
said,
tutu.
yeah. I'm a size 12 in women's, and I'm pretty sure I wear Ghosts to walk, and I'm pretty sure I'm like at least an 11 in the Brooks in men's. So they can't say like, oh, you're a girl, you can't wear boy sneakers. Yes, I can.
You'd be surprised because Lulu, who is a very progressive company, like I was buying Kim something for Christmas one year, and I'm what they call Sweat Collective, so I get 25% off everything there. And they gave me such grief. I was buying a pink fanny pack and socks. It was like just a little stocking stuffer type gift. And they're like, you cannot use your discount on somebody else. And I'm like, honey, this pink fanny pack is mine. Like, get the heck out of here. And they're like, I said, I like my socks tight. It was like such an argument. And they were just giving me such grief that I turned around and I went and I went into my little Orange Theory Access thing. I made her a fake Coach profile. And then I took a screenshot of that. I applied for her. And now she gets 25% off whenever she wants to go there too. Just off the wrong. I was not happy about that if you couldn't tell. I was like,
you need to make the rest of us fake coaches then.
look, let me know. I could do it. If anybody ever wants that discount, it takes like 2 or 3 things for me to do it.
Cults are like that.
Yeah, I would never buy that stuff full price.
I wouldn't buy it at all.
It's cult like.
It's a skinny people's store, so I certainly wouldn't be shopping there anyway.
They gotta. They I don't know.
No,
Just
let's
just
just not.
because it
No.
says 2X doesn't mean it's 2X. Because I did went to the Lululemon store in Disney Springs and I looked at it, but I don't know. Sometimes, people boast a bigger size, but my 2X is not their 2X.
All right.
So, and also you
Skinny
don't get
people
any
store.
Disney discounts on those sneakers, and you can't use Disney gift cards.
You can't use gift cards.
Nope, that's what the post said. Because I guess even though they're going to have it in the Run Disney
It's
section,
Brooks.
it's not Run Disney.
It's Brooks selling it. Did anybody else watch the little pre-release video that they posted yesterday?
Yeah, that was silly. And I like Brooks.
What did the woman say that triggered me? Because I put that in my chat last. These people talk too much. CC Turner and all them. I hope he's not like listening in on here because he's in here with us. But what did this lady say? Oh no, I repeated it. There you go. That's in something I would have said. The woman in the video, she's like on a beautiful race marathon with Run Disney. And I'm like, I've never heard anybody refer to it as a race marathon. Like a marathon's a race, but I'm like, also do your research, lady. There's only a 5K and a 10K and a 10 miler this weekend, none of which are marathons. I have to call my mother after almost every race weekend and tell her to revise her Facebook post congratulating me on me and Kim on running 15 Disney marathons this weekend. I'm like, we didn't run 4 marathons, mom. Mom props. It's judging my mom. You could judge her. Y'all can judge her. So Stacy, when you get in.
Really early on Thursday.
Oh, so you're going straight over there.
Yeah, because we were supposed to have a direct flight Thursday morning and Southwest canceled the flight. And so then they tried to bump me to one that would get in at like 2:30. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So we're actually leaving like 10:30 on Wednesday night. It's an overnight flight.
Southwest canceled your flight.
Yeah, but this is I won't do anything other than direct on Southwest. So, and I probably won't fly them much after this because they're canceling the 2 bags for free thing. So,
Somebody's got to take a last minute trip to Nashville for work. And she was like, I think I'm just going to fly back Thursday morning. So I'm not rushed. So I'm not rushed at the Nashville office on Wednesday. And I was like, you are not flying back Thursday morning because she's doing Southwest too. I'm like, nope, get your butt back here on Wednesday because I don't want that anxiety of you not getting to get your bib. The flight gets delayed.
right.
The flight gets canceled. There was only one available flight to Thursday that like would have worked. And I'm like, it's too risky. It's too risky.
Yeah.
They will not.
Well, and that's why I wanted a direct flight because if we got delayed, right, I could get delayed anywhere in the country if I didn't do a direct flight. And coming all the way from here, I don't have that time. So
you got probs on that one.
Yeah.
That's headaches. All right, so step challenge is going to kick off on the 1st. I'm going to wrap us up. Step challenge kick off on the 1st. I'll put some details in the chat. When's the 1st? It's not
Tuesday.
Beautiful. Give me time this weekend to work on it. I'll set up all the details and everything. What's a fair number? 8, 10, 12, 24? Make sure you're still awake. Sue,
My daily goal is 85, so at least that.
Your regular goal is 85?
Mm-hmm.
Make it 10. I think 10's a nice number. We'll go with 10. Next week, I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Not Thursday, Wednesday. Remind me.
Tuesday.
Look at that. I already screwed that up. Tuesday. I don't care.
You did ask me last week to remind you, so this is me reminding you.
People are traveling. Did I put where? Oh no, I already moved it on my calendar. Go me. I have my life in order sometimes. I should just share that link right now. That way I don't screw it up. Yeah, it is there. Beautiful. All right. Tuesday, Sue, you have one job is to message me at 8 o'clock in the morning. Remind me. Anybody who is traveling before then, have safe travels. Keep kicking butt. We're going to talk the fitness side of things, training side. So if you have training questions that you want me to cover in my little PowerPoint for next week, please let me know before Tuesday at 5:30. Don't be sending me, hey, can you cover this tonight? Give me some time to prep, and I'll come prepped. And then we'll go back to an open call the next week. And then back to nutrition on the cadence. All right, go have a good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.